Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you basically how to make dubstep in FL Studio. Now I'm not a master at this. I just I just sort of know what I'm doing. I've been using the program for about three years. So basically I'm just going to show you what you need. First of all, I'm running on FL Studios 10 and sound packs that I think you should have. VSTs is massive. Harmer comes with FL Studio 10. Very, very useful. There's not a lot of sounds here, but all of them I found really, really useful. There's also Zeta, which has got loads of sounds. That's just like one op. That's like one menu. Click on another menu. That sort of stuff. Zeta I found free. I don't know, I can't quite remember how I got it. I got it quite a while back. But Massive costs about 30 to 40 quid. So about 60 $65 or about 70 euros. Okay, Massive, you should be prepared for dubstep, so I suggest having like dubstep wobbles set up already. I'm not going to show you really how to make wobbles because I myself don't really know how to. Just go into YouTube and find some sort of bass that you're happy with, some sort of wobble, or growl or something like that. Let's bring you down. Of course, you can speed that up. LFO6. Yeah. So let's get started. Also, oh, sorry. Also some other packs. I think you might want to have is I've sort of collected a bunch of dubstep packs over time. But good ones to have is definitely the Vengeance Essential Club Sounds. I only have volume 1, but there's loads of different, there's like 3 different volumes and they all have loads of sounds inside of these things. Loads of sound. There's also, I've also got the Vocal Essentials. They weren't a huge, they weren't of huge interest to me, but they were pretty cool. Drum and bass samples. Can't remember where I got these, but this is amazing. All this stuff in here. I think there's something in distortionate kicks. There was one of these kicks. It might just be like kick drum or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was a really, really good kick. So those are the packs, and then I bought the urban dance vocals. You'll probably recognize some of these, seeing as they're the ones that Skrillex uses. No, no. He says if I can find it. If you recognize that one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you'll recognize some of them. Roughneck bass, full flex. Sorry, Roughneck full flex or Roughneck bass, and the other one was from Rock and Roll Take You to the Mountain. Brilliant pack, loads and loads of sounds. Just brilliant. So with that, let's get started. Okay, so you want to pick out your kick, the kick that you like. I like this kick. I like this kick. This is definitely my favorite kick. It's nice heavy sound. It's a solid sound. Then you want to get your snare. This is also a good solid sound. Now, something that a lot of novices do. Well, not always novices, but just generally some people they like to have more than one kick, which is fine. That's fine, because it makes the sound louder and adds to the thickness of the sound. Maybe it could change the way it sounds as well. So you want to start off with your kicks. Oh, sorry. Your tempo must be 140, or sorry, it doesn't have to be, but it's more commonly known for dubstep to be 140 beats per minute. So yeah, that's needed. That's a good one as well. Let's take those kicks. I recommend putting the channel layout to 8. Right here, the beats for the pattern here to 8, because it gives you a lot of time to make your patterns more interesting. And it gives you time to experiment. See what that sounds like so far. Nah. Almost. That's good. That's fine. I like the sound of that. Next thing you'll need is your hat. No, oops. Your hat. No. Nah. I'll go into another sound pack for this one. The Futura. This one's good. Sorry. Symbols. That's what I'm trying to look for. Open and closed. You must keep both in mind, because good dubstep has a variation of symbols. Something that Skrillex like to use, especially in the track Equinox. Yeah, that's interesting. There we go. Nice. That's beautiful. That's lovely. Perfect. Let's give you a bit more variation. Now you want to pretty much go between open and closed hats, because open give you a nice they give you sort of echoey sound, and your hats give you a nice straight, like that. Actually, I like that. Computer's having a spaz. It's because I'm recording. It just takes up a bit of time and RAM. Let's give it a second. That's fine. Okay, doesn't matter. So add in those hats. Let's just close down some of these programs. Let's close you. Right. There. So let's listen to that. Okay, now I want to fade the volume. Oh, to make your sounds become a bit more interesting, you want to mess around with like velocity. So you have to be careful though. So make sure you selected the right ones. So your cymbals, usually you want to keep them away from your beats. So you see your drum and your snare here. See how they're around them? That's because when you do your velocity, you do not want them to be Let's see, let's have an elevator pitch there. You do not want to be clashing, otherwise it sounds horrible. Yeah. Nothing else? Is that it? Cool beans. Right. Let's just turn down the volume of that ever so slightly. I'm gonna give myself a little bit more snare. Well, you can vary your snare. It can be kicks as well. Actually, I'll keep with that because that sounds like a snare. I just realised how clean that looks. Okay. That's fine. Perfect. Right. Brilliant. So that's our drum done. That'll be the full part of the drum. I like adding a bit of swell to my tracks. So if I was going to do anything, I usually give it a lead up first, because a good lead up usually makes the track more exciting. Also, if you listen to a lot of tracks that are dubstepish, you will hear effects going off in the background. This is usually like well, sometimes it's like somebody, some like cheering and clapping, applauding and stuff like that. Skrillex uses that quite often. Especially you'll hear it in Levels. In the Levels remix, he does that. And if I is correct, I'm quite sure that Kill the Noise do that in their at the beginning of their song, of the remix of Still Speeding. It's an awesome song, by the way. So if you haven't heard it, listen to it because it's amazing. Effects, vocals, places and ambience. No, no. It's usually the one that's in the middle of it. So see that there? That's fine. But you're gonna make it quite quiet. Actually, you know what? You see the hi-hats? I would actually take them away for the start for track. So if your ambience, you'll want to give it a build up. So for the volume, you want to create an automation clip. No, I usually like keeping my tracks quite clean and simple. So I like keeping everything together. Actually, no, I don't. Sorry, scratch that. No, I like to keep I like automation clips far away, or at least in a slot that's not being used at the time. So you don't have to do this. It's just me because I'm a freak at this thing. So I'll give it a steady build up. Not quite. Yeah. And then it'll go into the tune. But we need to give it some wah 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 and just some getting larger. So wah 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 wah. So switch over to massive. You want to insert a track there. Let me think of something. A nice rich sound. So something that's quite thick and quite low. I think I will use my flux, if this one works. Need to go. Good G